Hello, I'm Brent Blacklock and I'm a CPA with TPP Certified Public Accountants in Overland Park, Kansas. And I'd love to talk with you about the new tax bill that was passed on December 22nd of 2017. It's called the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. And I have really good news for you, especially if you're a business owner. There's a phenomenal amount of great things for you available in this bill. Some of these you need to be thinking about now, 2018, before you ultimately settle up your returns in 2019. A couple key provisions I wanted to let you know. You happen to be taxed as a C corporation, your tax rates went down. If you are taxed as an S corporation, as you know, or a partnership, or you're a sole proprietorship, your tax rates went down as well, because all of that business income is taxed on your individual return. The individual rates in just about every bracket went down 2 to 4%. And some of the lower brackets expanded so that your overall tax burden from the taxable income from your business is definitely going to be down. Now, there's some other great things out there that were incorporated in this tax bill, that especially if you have a pass-through entity. Again, if you're a sole proprietorship, you have an LLC, partnership, or an S corporation, you have a great opportunity to look at this new tax law and figure out if you are going to qualify for 20% of that income to be tax-free. That's a phenomenal gift that government's given you, and it's going to apply to a lot of different business owners. Not everyone, but there's a great chance that a lot will be able to participate in this, and I think it's great information. I want to get it out there. Additionally, there's a couple things on the individual level. Most people don't realize that we already have a flat tax system out there. It's called alternative minimum tax. And I don't want to get too technical with you on that, but there's actually two tax systems working side by side at the federal level. One is the regular system with the marginal rates that increase a few percent when you get to certain levels of income. And then we have this flat tax system called the alternative minimum tax system. Due to some changes in the tax law, that alternative minimum tax, which actually affected a lot of business owners over the years, is going to affect substantially fewer people going forward. And there's some great things to note with that, but just know that there's some really good positive information with that. Furthermore, there were some things on the individual level that are positive. Is the child tax credit has actually been increased from $1,000 to $2,000 per qualifying child. In addition to that, there were a lot of taxpayers that weren't able to benefit, even though they had children, dependent children on their return, because their adjusted gross income, their income level was too high to qualify. That credit got phased out. Well, I'm here to tell you that the phase-out amount went up a substantial amount, so a large number of more taxpayers are going to be able to get that credit, and the credit's increased. You probably heard that there were some itemized deductions specifically related to state taxes, which would include income tax, property tax, and real estate taxes. Those are going to be limited to $10,000 if you itemize. But if you didn't itemize, or maybe even if you did before, the standard deduction has actually increased for the married filing joint taxpayers to $24,000. I hope you have found a lot of this information helpful, but there is really a lot to dive into with this, and we just want you to help get the word out for BRASS. And if you like what you're hearing and want to hear more, please support us through BRASS and get the word out by subscribing, and sharing on YouTube. Thank you.